Hi, I'm Rebecca Harris, and welcome to this edition of Faces and Places. I'm always so excited about this month because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it is such an important thing for us to participate in. And today, my special guest is Cheryl Johnson, and she is with West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition.
Yes, ma'am. It's a mouthful, I know.
Yes, it is, but I got it right.
That's right. You got it right. That's right.
Well, you and I have known each other for quite a while now, and on Faces and Places, we like to get to know people in our community. So, Cheryl, would you please just tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in this organization?
Well, I'm a lifelong member or a lifelong resident of Columbus in the Columbus Tri-City area. Grew up here. I went to Columbus High School.
I did too.
Oh, yay! So the Blue Devils in the place. And then I attended the University of Georgia, graduated from UGA, and came back home. My degree was in social work, and so from that, I've really only had 3 jobs in my life.
Well, that's good.
I first, started as a counselor with the state of Georgia, and then transitioned to work for the Concharty Council of Girl Scouts at that time. And from there, went to work at the health department. And so the health department sort of prepared me for this particular role as a health educator. Worked for many, many years in the health education. And then as a board member of the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition, because the health started up under the health department, the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition did. And so it has just been really a labor of love. I have one son. He's an adult now, but he'll always be my baby.
That's
Wayne,
right.
My Wayne Avery. And then I have a
Hi,
grandson. Hey, Wayne. And then my grandbaby, Skylar Johnson. Oh, he is my joy. Now, you say you love your children. But those grandbabies.
That's right.
Oh,
it's twice the
my
love.
God. It is, it's just, he and I have this little saying, we'll say, I love you more than the sand on the beach. And then he thinks of something that's really big, or I love you more than the stars in the sky. And so we just have the best time. And he is 6 years old, and he is my love. It's just my heart and joy. But, I'm a family person. My parents are still here. And running the Cancer Coalition is really a ministry. It is a mission. And as I said, being there at the health department and seeing so many people that were in need. And then when this position came open, I was actually working for the CDC. I said for 3 jobs, but it was my 5 minutes of fame, at the CDC. I went to Atlanta for 5 months. That was my 5 minutes of fame. The bureaucracy was huge, but I wanted to come back home and make a difference. And so here I am 11 years later as a president and CEO with the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. So that's my life in a little snippet. But I truly believe in giving back. I love working with people. I love providing hope. And, just being there for the most in need and for the least of these. And, just doing God's will, which is what He's asked us all to do.
Isn't that wonderful how you said you had 3 jobs and then you had that other job that was a 5-month experience, but each one of these jobs leads you into the next position.
Absolutely.
And then you look back on it and you think, that's why I was there, to get ready to do this thing that God wants me to do.
That's right.
So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so
For
much.
being obedient to the Lord and doing what He wants you to do.
Yeah.
And when I found out about this organization, it really touched my heart because their mission is something, if you don't know about it, it's an amazing thing that they do. So please tell us a little bit about how this organization got started and exactly what it is that you guys do.
Okay. In 2002, we were incorporated. As I said, we were under the health department. And then in 2002, we became our own 501c3 organization. It was being led by another predecessor. And so from that, we have really grown to provide outreach, education, advocacy, and navigation for cancer patients, as well as those who are uninsured and underinsured. That is our mission, is to reduce the burden of cancer in the communities that we serve through outreach, education, navigation, and advocacy, because we are truly neighbors helping neighbors. Thus, Phoenix City, Columbus, the Tri-City area, and we actually serve 13 counties. Our counties range go as far north as Troup and Meriwether County.
Wow.
And then as far south as Sly, Stewart Webster over to the left, and Harris, Talbot, Taylor, as I said, 13 counties. And in Phoenix City or in Alabama, we service Lee and Russell County. And we help women and men who may need a screening that are uninsured and underinsured, whether that be a breast screening to get to diagnosis or non-diagnosis. So no one in our community who said they can't afford to provide a screening or get a screening, that's why we're here. We are here to help those most in need.
Well, I know sometimes we all use as an excuse to not go and get our screening because we're not in a financial position to do it, or we're busy, or we just have all kinds of excuses why we put it off.
That's right.
But
the West
Cheryl,
Central Georgia Cancer Coalition, you know, that's why we're here.
That's
we
right.
are here to help those persons in need. And we also have, for our Paint the Town Pink that's coming up, those funds remain right here in our community.
That's awesome.
They, 100% of the funds remain here. We help cancer patients that are currently going through cancer treatment, help them with their light, their gas, their mortgage, because when cancer happens, no one has a budget for that. No one has a budget for any illness, but it can devastate you. And so we try to provide a little boost for people that are in need who don't have a lot of money, you know, saved up, because those co-pays, those fees, all of those things, medication takes a hit.
And suddenly they can't work.
And certainly can't work.
And then the family members also, it just starts a downhill slide there for a little while, because the family members have to be there, or they want to be there to help take care of the person. And it can become a real burden, but there is help out there.
That's right, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to sort of reduce the burden of cancer. As I said, we do provide education. We have a faith-based initiative that we work with church groups and faith-based organizations to help us spread the message about what we do in our mission. We work with whoever will open the doors and say, come in. We'll get them education about the importance of screenings, the importance of eating healthy, just, you know, all of those various things. And so we just try to be here because we're a small nonprofit, but we have a big heart.
Oh,
we do a lot of work.
Well, I'm very, very proud of what y'all do, and it's necessary. And this time of the year, y'all are so busy because Paint the Town Pink happens here in our area, and that's just one little tiny component of all of the things that you do. So can you just kind of touch bases with us and tell us a little bit about all the activities you got going on?
Yes, ma'am. It seems like in October, the job increases by 200%. And with this, Paint the Town Pink is our signature event where we are providing, as I said, monies for the Neighbors Helping Neighbors Cancer Assistance Fund. But that's going to be October 18th right here at Woodruff Park, where we are right now. You see Woodruff Park.
And Columbus.
But we're going over into the Phoenix City side. So we'll start here, go over on the Dillingham Street Bridge, go down on the River Walk. And so that's a 5K walk or run. So people need to get registered. Go to wcgcc.org, get your teams, get registered, get those persons. Walk for someone that you love, someone who's lost the battle, someone who's currently on the journey. And so we just encourage our, you know, those survivors. We're going to have a survivor parade that starts right up there on the top of 10th and Broad Street. They'll line up at 5:30. We have AutoNation, which is our presenting sponsor. They're going to have Jeeps, and so the ladies will be able to have fun, just, you know, celebrate life and celebrate survivorship, because that's what it's all about. But the Survivor Walk is for all cancers. We capitalize on Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but the funds are for all cancers, and the Survivor Parade is for all cancers. So we ask those men, those women, those children, everyone to come out and participate. Then the Sunday following is Pink Sunday. So we ask faith-based organizations or churches to choose us as their charity of choice during that time. Celebrate Pink Sunday, breast cancer awareness, and then for benevolence or for when they take up a donation, just choose us as a charity of choice. Give back to the community. And so we're just excited about those things that are coming up, that are here in our community, and we just, you know, we get so much out of it, but we give so much back.
Well, when is the deadline for signing up for the walk?
The walk deadline actually is October 11th. The
Okay.
online registration ends then, but they can come into Big Dog on the 15th and 16th and get registered. But
Okay.
of course, the fee now is $45, but that's okay because they're giving back. You're giving to a
Right,
cause.
right.
And we have an anniversary gift. Well, we may not have anniversary gift for those that are after this date, but we do have t-shirts. So hopefully we'll be able to have t-shirts for them as well. But, you know, a small $45 donation to help your neighbor is a very small amount to be able to help someone who's truly in need.
Well, if you know someone who is struggling with some issues that have happened around having cancer, please contact Cheryl.
Yes.
And Cheryl can connect you with the right people that can help you, because I know I've had several friends that have utilized your services, and it was a life-changing thing for them, because just even worrying about having their power on,
absolutely.
or worrying about having gas money to get to their treatment,
Yes, ma'am.
and just tiny little things that we don't think
That
about.
we don't think about. That's correct.
That they're right in the middle of it, and all they should need to be worrying about is their health
Yes,
and getting
right.
well again.
And getting well, yes, ma'am. And that is really, you know, as I said, what we want to do and what we try to do with the Cancer Coalition is help those people along the way. Because as I said, when life happens, you're jolted, and as a caregiver, as a loved one, you're like, where do I go? And so we try to help reduce that burden, and we try to provide resources.
Right.
It may not be resources here. We may be able to help them find local, national resources, but we try to be connected in those places where people are truly in need. And so that's really our mission, and that's our goal. And my goal, my lifelong goal, is to have an endless amount of money where I don't turn anyone away.
Right.
You know, so if anyone's ever estate planning or, you know, deciding at the end of the year, you know, oh, I've got this too much money, you can donate to
Wouldn't
the
that be
West
nice?
Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. We will truly, I really, you know, want people to know that we are really good stewards of the dollars that are entrusted within
Yes.
the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. Because once it comes in and, you know, our salaries are not taken care of through, you know, the fundraising that we take care of, it goes back out, you know, to take care of those people that are most in need.
Well, we say during Relay for Life that cancer never takes a break. And I know that you guys work on your programming and your events and your day-to-day activities around the clock, really.
Yes, ma'am.
So
I'm never off. That seems
thank
like.
you so much for what you do.
Thank you.
And on behalf of CTV Beam, we want to say thank you for helping everyone in the community fight cancer and also fight all of the struggles that goes along with it. So we hope that you'll come out and join us for the walk that day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I remember seeing people wearing all kinds of crazy
That's
fun
right.
costumes.
Tutus, and the men wearing tutus and pink hair and pink everything. And it's a pink glow run, so we encourage people to put your glow items on and just come out. We'll have a stage. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have the DJ pumping it up.
All right.
And that stage is sponsored by AmeriGroup. We've just got, as I said, in our community, we have so many giving people.
We do.
We have so many giving corporations and organizations that are pouring back into making this particular event a success. The last I checked, we had 974 people registered
Yay!
for this walk. I want 1,000 plus, so please get registered. Go to our website, wcgcc.org, or you can Google West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition, or you can Google Paint the Town Pink Columbus, and it'll pop up.
That's right. Well, Cheryl, thank you. I know you've got a lot to do today, so
Oh,
thank you
well,
for
it's
coming
just-
out here
yes,
and
ma'am.
talking with us this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys, please check this out and get a bunch of your girlfriends together and come on out and walk. You know, it'll be good for you. It'll be fun, and it's for a very, very serious cause, but we can still have a little fun
That's right.
around it. And to God be the glory, and thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
Well, thank you for joining us today on Faces and Places. Wear your pink. Tell people to help with the fight for cancer, because I don't know any family that is not affected by cancer. So
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us on Faces and Places, where you never know whose face you'll see or which place will be. Until next time.